MVPs were announced yesterday. Mookie Betts and Christian Yelich winning the MVPs. This is the first season in which the MVPs came from the teams with the best record in each league. The last time that happened was 1990 with Rickey Henderson and Barry Bonds. The Brewers outfielder joining us now. Christian, first of all, congratulations. Where are you today?
Thank you. I'm actually up in Westlake Village right now.
Were you affected? Were your parents, they lived there? Were they affected by the fires?
Yeah. I mean, they ended up getting pretty close. Had a lot of friends and family that were affected as well. And this is a tough week for everybody in California, really Northern California, Southern California. And obviously we had that shooting down the street. So you really feel for everyone. You're thankful for the first responders because without them, it definitely would have been a worse week. What did you see when you got home, the surrounding area? It's just a lot of black. Everything's burned. Everything's charred. But luckily for us, for the most part, everything in our neighborhood ended up making it out all right. But unfortunately, a lot of people can't say the same. And you just feel for them. You want to do your part. You want to help out as much as you can and try and help everybody get back on their feet. How did you find out that you'd won the MVP? Right there, live, right on the TV. They have it in your earpiece. You're doing the show, and they tell you, hey, when we come back from break, we're going to let you know who the winner is. And my earpiece was still on, and they were still talking, and they ended up asking everybody to come into the shot, and that's kind of when I knew that I won. It was cool to celebrate with friends and family and just be around all those people that have been around since I was really young and had a big impact on my life. If I would have told you at the beginning of this season you're going to be the MVP, what would you have said? Yeah, I would have called you crazy. I remember Stanton won last year. We were teammates in Miami, and he ended up winning the award, and he's from out here as well. So we went and celebrated basically a year ago to the day. And I remember thinking how cool it was that he won MVP, and it never crossed my mind that I'd actually be in his same shoes a year later. And it's been a phenomenal year. It's been a lot of fun. We had a great team in Milwaukee. We came up just short of the World Series, but this was a great way to basically end the 2018 baseball season. If you're going to put your finger on it, what happened in the second half of the season? Because you've always been good with talent, but something happened in the second half of the season where you just went nuclear. Yeah, I think as a player, you're always trying to improve on what you've done years prior. You're always looking to learn about yourself. And I think you're constantly learning your swing, what you do when you do well, what you do when you struggle, and you try and make adjustments. And going into the All-Star break this year, we were struggling as a team. I wasn't playing the way I wanted to play. And, we came back after that 4-day break. We played in the game, and then it just felt good. Something felt good in the cage, and I was able to repeat it throughout the second half. I was able to repeat that feeling and have an understanding of what I wanted to do every night, and just focusing on winning. We were in that pennant race, and I think it brought the best out of you. Who's the pitcher that frustrated you this year? You know what? It's for the last few years, it's been Clayton Richard from the Padres. He's got something about him. Is just I don't see him well. He gives me a tough time, and it's probably not the answer that everybody would think. No, but yeah, he always gives me a tough time. Yeah, but that's gives me a tough time. It's one of those guys you just don't see. Guys, and your answer is not surprising because I can ask great hitters. I could say, who gave you the most trouble? And then they'll tell you somebody, and you'd go, I don't even know who that is, or, certainly not a Hall of Famer. So I'm not surprised at that. But there's always like a quirk with somebody's delivery or just, how you view them or what the pitches are. It affects you. So I'm not surprised. I saw where DeGrom got the other first place vote. What did you think of him winning the Cy Young? Yeah, he had an unbelievable year, and I obviously had the opportunity to play against him a bunch when we were both in the NL East, and he's got unbelievable stuff. He's a great pitcher, and it's just tough every time you go out and face him. So it was well deserved. He had an unbelievable year, and definitely happy for him. Did you play other sports growing up? I did. I played basketball and football before high school, and then once I got to high school, I just played baseball because that's what I was best at. That's what all my friends ended up doing. And, I figured I'd ride it out, see how far we could take this whole thing. And it ended up working out all right.
Did you grow up a Dodger fan?
Yeah, I went to Dodger Stadium a lot from being in the area. That's just how I learned baseball. My first major league baseball games were all Dodger games, and yeah, I guess you could say I was a Dodger fan.
How often do you replay Game 7 against the Dodgers in your head?
Not a lot. I obviously wish it worked out different. Having a Game 7 at home to go to the World Series, and we basically had everything lined up the way we wanted it. But that's the thing about baseball; it just doesn't work out. It doesn't work out how you think it's going to go all the time. But I was proud of our team, proud of what we accomplished this year, and it sucked at the time, obviously, but we can improve on that.
Well, congrats. As a wonderful season, you flirted with the Triple Crown, 2 homers shy of leading in that, and 1 RBI shy as well. So great performance this year, and nearly making it to the World Series as well. Great story, Christian. Hopefully your parents are safe, and we appreciate you joining us.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
That's Christian Yelich, the Brewers outfielder.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV or download the Dan Patrick Show app.